Good afternoon, everybody. So here is Crystal Lotus channel. So today I will do my review about the tarot cards, the Little Prince. So it is created by Rachel Paul and Martina Rossi. In 2019 was created from Los Scarabeo Italian company. And it's from the famous book, which everybody knows, The Little Prince, or original in French is Le Petit Prince. It was released in 1943 in French and English language, and initially it was not allowed in France due to the war, and was reissued again in 1945. But since then, it has been sold more than 140 million of copies and translated in 505 languages and dialects all over the world. So now we have the cards from Los Scarabeo. They're really lovely. So I will do a review. I will show you the cards, how it looks. And if you would like to purchase these cards, it's no problem. You can order here in Crystal Lotus Z, and we are ready to ship worldwide. So let's have a look. So let's start with the arcanas here. The first arcana is the Fool. It's nice. The prince is traveling. Somewhere he has the box. So that's the first one. That's the Magician. It's a typical Rider-Waite-Smith deck. So typical Magician card. Second card, we have the High Priestess with the aeroplane here, which is flying. Also typical, but there's a sheep here. This is Little Prince's best friend. Third card is the Empress. It's also lovely. There's a nice fox here. And roses. So the prince is going down from the stairs to meet the Empress. So it's a lovely card. Fourth, we have the Emperor. He's not sitting usually on his throne, but there is the prince sleeping and there is the fox. So it's quite funny, this one. Then we have the Hierophant. That's quite different. So there are two students which want to learn from this person. He has a library here, so they want to learn, or he is writing down notes from these people. Something. Hierophant. This is a lovely card. The Lovers. What more? The prince holding the rose. So really lovely. And the Chariot. That's interesting. It's a chariot which is flying in the sky. Some kind of birds are holding it. And behind are the pyramids. Edgewood Pyramid. Then we have the Strand. This is really cute. This is the prince holding the fox. Next card. So we have the Hermit. It's different than the usual Rider-Waite. There is a person which is watching with a microscope the stars. And the prince here and the snake. We have the wheel. So that's classical, the wheel, but here are the elephants, so it's quite funny. Symbol of good luck and joy. And the sheep and the fox, the snake and the rose. Interesting. Justice is a typical card, but the prince is there. We have the Hanged Man, so this is different. This is like a picture, you know, like a cartoon. You know, there is an airplane, the prince here, the prince, and there is the prince up and down. So that's an interesting card. That the prince is lying on the floor. The symbol is the flower, which is the rose, which is dark blue or black. That means it's dyed or faded, the flower. So it depends how you look in these cards. Temperance. So here the prince and the person here is taking some water. Devil. That's quite difficult to understand from this deck, because the devil here he's holding tight to the people here, and they look there from some system or something, and they want to control somebody. Like this person here, which is maybe drinking something, some liquor, and he's guilty, and he's also chained. So and this person also chained. So the tower is lovely. The prince falling down from the airplane. You see the different stage, so he's falling down. You have the star, that's a lovely one. The fox and the snake watching the star. It's nice. Then we have the moon. It's interesting, the prince is playing with the shadows. Then we have the sun. Here you cannot really see the sun, but you can see the light or feel the energy with the colors. The sun is behind here, if you look. There's watching from the planet, the sun. And we have the judgment. That's also quite interesting. More difficult to understand because a lot of people here, and they're trying to judge the prince with a fox. But this card, if I go back, it looks like the devil a little bit. If you see these two cards, there are some similarities because the people here are similar. So there is something only change. Here doesn't have the crown, the king here. Here is not the devil, here is the prince. No, that's quite interesting. Here the person is not drinking liquor or sad, is looking the prince. And here people looks more happy, and here more sad. So I just found out this interesting information. So this is the judgment. And then we have the world. Yeah. The classical world. So there's a rose, there's a snake, and then the sheep and the fox. It's interesting this. So these are the big arcanas of the little prince card, the Petit Prince. And how it looks. So the paper, it's not so hard. It's quite very soft deck. It could get spoiled after some years or using a lot. It's a pity it's not more harder. They're a good size, not so big, so they're hand size, and a beautiful background with the planet, the rose, planet Earth, and the moon. This is really lovely, and the stars. It's really nice done. It's really lovely. The arcanas are really nice cards. So here then we go. We look the Ace of Wands, so we only look. So Ace of Wands. So here there's a snake here. Two of Wands. So here there is a prince with a stick. There's a classical Rider-Waite-Smith. Third of Three of Wands. So that's quite different. So the prince is working here on the floor, cooking something. The Wands here. Four of Wands. Four of Wands. So the prince is playing with the flute and the fox. That's really lovely. Five of Wands. So there is the snake and the person trying to fight each other, and the prince trying to push away the snake to keep away. Six of Wands. So again the aeroplanes are ready to fly. There's a lot of aeroplane in this, and fox. So Seven of Wands. So everywhere are the wands. It's quite different. He's in the planet and fighting. We have Eight of Wands. So people are holding hands and doing one fire within the lantern. Eight of Wands. The Nine of Wands. The prince are holding a stick, and the snake is here. So that's the Rider-Waite-Smith. And the Ten of Wands. So all the wands together, and the prince is maybe falling down or something, and there's a snake again. His hair stumbled on the snake. So this is the Wands card. Then we have the swords. So there's a really lovely, this one first. Ace of Swords, the sword and the fox. That's really nice. And the crown. There is a lot of fox in this card, really interesting. There's a Two of Swords, a typical Rider-Waite-Smith, and the fox here. Three of Swords, that's typical. So here is cutting the rose. It's quite sad. 3 of rose, 4 of swords. That's really lovely. So there's a hunter which wants to hunt, and the fox is resting in his cave. Very lovely. He's sleeping. A nap. Then we have 5 of wands, so that's a fighting. The fox and then the chicken or the rooster is fighting each other. No? 5 and the 6 of swords. So they finally found the water well. Prince looks tired, so somebody's carrying him, and the fox is satisfied. 7 of swords, so that's typical rider-at-me. So the prince is carrying the swords, walking away, and the fox is there. 7, 8 of swords, so the prince is standing on the rock here with the fox, and the snake is down. 8, 9 of swords, so here the prince is trying to console a person which is sad with his drinks. 10 of swords, so all the swords are here, and the prince again with the fox holding here. So there's quite a lot going on here. So here we have ace of cup, so that's lovely. That's a cup, ace of cups with a rose, butterfly, love it. 2 of cups, so the prince is giving the water to the rose and the other pot, very nice. 3 of cups, so the prince is celebrating he found the whale and the fox too, lovely. 4 of cups, so the rose is here, the water cannot no more be given to the rose because the glass, so the cups are full. 5 of cups, so the 3 cups are full and 2 has fallen down. 5 of cups, 6 of cups, so they're sharing something, the prince, the wolf, and the person. Something happy, joyful. 7 of cups, so the prince and the fox are watching the aeroplane which is flying, and there are all the cups there, you know, what you would like. Sunshine, sunset. 7, 8 of cups, so the prince is walking away from this merchant which is selling air, H2O, to the water, the fountain. Interesting, really interesting, this one. 8. 9 of cups is really beautiful. The prince is satisfied, happy with all the cups behind and the roses. Very happy. And then 10 of cups. This is so cute. The fox is lying on the ground, very happy, and the sheep too, and the prince too. They're joyful and playing. Really lovely. The cups cards are really nice and lovely. So cups. And then we have the pentacle. Ace of pentacle. There is a sheep there. So every ace card has some animal, like fox and snakes, but here is a sheep. 2 of pentacle. There is an aeroplane, so somebody's trying to repair the aeroplane. The prince is giving instruction. There's the sheep again. So here we have the sheeps. 3 of pentacles, so that's nice. A child is drawing something creative, lovely. 4 of pentacles, there's a sheep there. So the person is writing something or taking notes. Really interesting. 5 of 5 of pentacles, so the prince is going to the well and the sheep, so they're a little bit sad. The 5 of pentacles. 6 of pentacles, so here the prince is relaxing and somebody is painting to him, but it's not doing the prince, it's doing the sheep, so it's quite funny. 6 or 7 of pentacles, so here's the prince with all the pentacles around the tree and the earth, so he's doing a lot of work, so he's thinking what to do. 7. 8 of pentacles, so he's doing work in the earth and putting the rose, new earth. 8 of pentacles. Then we have 9 of pentacles, so the prince is again happy, joyful. The sheep is watching the rose, yes, he's happy. 10 of pentacles, so the prince is finally ready to fly with the aeroplane, so feels abundance. So these are all the cards which I show you. And the last but not least is the people card, the court card. I call them Rider-Waite Fool. So here I decided to put these cards at last because the people card is special attention and care, and not to mix with the other cards, so you can have a look of all the people. So here's a Queen of Pentacles, that's really lovely. Queen of Pentacles, she's holding a pentacle and the roses. That's because Rider-Waite Smith, really nice. Then we have the Queen of Wands, so that's really interesting. Also with the fire as usual, Rider-Waite, but she's holding a microscope, see? So watching something. So there's a Queen of Water, that's typical Queen of Cups, so she's holding the cups. And there's a Queen of Swords, so she's holding a book also. Then we have the Knight card, Knight of Swords. So Knight of Swords is chasing the fox, and so funny, the fox is making fun of it. Knight of Cups. So here the knight has gone down from his horse, and the horse is drinking the water, and he's holding the cup. So interesting. And the air here. It's nice, interesting card. And he's standing on the rock. Knight of Pentacle. He's a shepherd. He has the sheep, so he's taking care of sheep and riding a horse. Interesting card. The knights are really lovely. I mean, the court card here are really nice. And there is the Knight of Wands, so he has a wand with the lamp, the fire here, so he will light the lamp here. It's interesting. Nice. And now the page cards. Page of Swords, so the prince is holding the sword down and is thinking what to do. And here's a lot of work here. Page of Cups, so this looks really funny. So this person has had a drink and he's full of it. And he's maybe relaxing or napping or something. Page of Wands, that's really interesting. He's holding the stick here, and the train is coming, so he's ready to take the train for a journey. Interesting. Page of Pentacle, this is funny. This is a person showing his hat and saying "ta-da!" and he has the pentacle here, so this is really cute and funny. Nice. Page. And then we have the king, so that's the last cards. So King of Pentacles, so he's sitting on the throne, typical Rider-Waite Smith. There's his castle here, and the sheep. King of Swords, so he's sitting on the throne, that's typical Rider-Waite Smith, and the fox is here, so cute, it's making fun of it. And look at here, the King of Cups is the little prince. Lovely. And King of Wands, so this is quite mystical because the King of Wands looks a little bit angry or very strict. Usually it's not. And the snake is here, a cobra, so it's interesting. So here we have the little prince tarot, le Petit Prince. So I hope you like this video. Just comment below and thumbs up. That's for free. And if you would like to purchase these cards, just contact me at crystallotus.z or I'll do a reading for you with these cards. I can do for you, no problem. So my final verdict, so 1 to 10, so 10 is the highest. I would give 9 because they're really good. They're really good because the pictures are really lovely and painted and with a lot of humor. That's typical Little Prince energy. There is a lot of animals like the fox, if you love the fox. So there is a lot of fox here. And the sheep is there, it's also very lovely. The snake is also there, and it's not animated. It's Rider-Waite Smith based, like most of the Los Carabeo cards, and it's really nice cards. Some cards maybe are a little bit more difficult to understand or need more understanding, like I showed you before. The Devil and the Judgment had some differences and look similar, but really nice deck. I'm really happy because I like myself the Small Prince story, and I'm really happy Los Carabeo created this card in 2019, so only 3 years now. What I would say minus, why you lose 1 point, it's because it's the material, it's the paper, is really not good, it's really thin, and the box, the original box, I don't have it no more. it's really, useless. And the booklet also, there is a story about the prince, something, but it's nothing extra or something extraordinary. It's a simple booklet, so nothing extraordinary. And the price wise, they are not expensive. They're around 30 euro, $30 around, so they are not expensive. And yeah, so thank you so much for watching this video. So I wish you a wonderful day from Cristalotus channel. So au revoir from Little Prince.